I've noticed something weird about myself, and maybe some of you guys feel the same way, but whenever life gets difficult, I actually end up becoming a better person. And when life gets good or life gets easy, I actually turn into the laziest person that I know. And the interesting thing is now that I'm 26 years old and I feel like I've been basically boiling in a crucible. Like I've been always up to something that was never the path. So that means I'm in constant turmoil. There's always something going on and it's very, very chaotic. But I kind of find that this is what keeps me grounded and at peace. The fact that I have a goal and I wake up every single day looking at that goal and going after it. And this is not some generic ass self-improvement type of thing where, bro, you just need a goal and then you're gonna wake up with purpose. I'm not talking about that. In fact, something that's a little bit different, because I am this age, I'm 26, that means people around me, maybe some of my friends, they actually manage to get their shit together. You know, if you've taken a normal path that's considered normal by society these days, the fact that you went to school, you got a degree, or maybe you just have a good job and everything more or less is settled. Let's say you're living away from parents now, you've got your own place, maybe you're living with your girlfriend, maybe just by yourself, you have a decent job, and you go to work every day, you come home, maybe you cook yourself a meal, everything is going pretty well. And those same people, the interesting thing is, because from my perspective, I'm like, low key, your life looks so much nicer than mine right now, simply because you don't have to wake up every day thinking where is your next dollar coming from to pay your next bill. You're not thinking about that. And I'm here thinking about every single thing every single day, basically. And sometimes, I'll look at it like, damn, that would honestly be very, very nice right now. But in general, you'd think, okay, these guys have it figured out for what it is. But what I've heard from every single one of these people that has their life going for them is that they are bored as fuck. They are unbelievably bored. Life gets so monotonous so quickly because now what is it that you're looking forward to? At first it was finishing school, then it was getting a job. And yeah, maybe in this market, getting a job is a huge, huge, a huge stepping stone because getting a job is so hard these days. But that's not even the interesting part. The interesting part is the fact that even 2 weeks in, you're like, okay, so this is life now. All right, so I go to work, cool. I cook food after work. I maybe go to the gym. All right, I'm healthy. And I wake up and do the same shit tomorrow. And then those same people are questioning, dude, like, what do? Like, what is there to do? Do you pick up hobbies? What do you do? Because life is good, life is normal, and I know that's a very small percentage of people, especially that's Gen Z right now, that can say that. But honestly speaking, I don't know if that's even the best thing, because the piece that I have is the fact that I never have to question myself if I'm bored. I can't be physically bored simply because my ass is on fire every single day. To this day, as I'm recording this video, I came over from work. I was working at a coffee shop, and then this is what I did. I had coffee right before closing, and whoever's closing with me is looking at me like, why the hell are you having coffee right before, like, it's evening? Like, don't you want to rest? What are you going to do at home? Absolutely not. I get in my car, I record a bunch of reels and TikToks while my brain is still running and fresh. Then I rush over here, I take a shower, I just took a shower, maybe my hair is still wet, I don't know. And I get in front of the camera and I start recording. And then after this is done, it's going to be the next thing. I got to upload these videos, I got to watch them, make sure everything is fine, and go on. And usually by then my day's over, I go to sleep. But the point is, I don't actually have time to sit around and wonder, like, oh, this is kind of boring. Like, I almost wish that was the case, but I know based on other people's experience that this is not the best case scenario. In fact, at this point, you have to ask yourself, would you trade the quality of life of a peaceful, good, generic life for something more chaotic, unstable, and there is zero peace, but it's exhilarating. Maybe while you're young, I don't know. But it feels like to me that as a man, first and foremost, I feel the need for challenge. That's what I've discovered about myself. Regardless of whatever those online gurus tell you that you're a man, you need challenge, none of that shit. I'm just saying through my own experience, and maybe I've just programmed my brain this way. I need a challenge. I need something that I'm working on, that I'm building, because I think as humans, as men especially, we love to build things, whether it's building houses, building societies, building a YouTube channel, building anything. The fact that 1 week, or maybe, I don't know, months ago, you're getting 3 views per video, and now you're getting 5 views per video. Oh my God, that is growth. That is so satisfying. And that keeps you going. And do you know the best thing about that is that whenever you are actually focused on something, people around you notice and they try to help. And not only that, it's not just men. I'm talking women as well. Women notice you, the fact that you're on a mission. Why is this guy not paying attention to me? Or why is this guy not spending enough time with me? Maybe you're in a relationship and you're actually putting things off a little bit because you just got so much shit to do. Because you can't sleep at night just knowing the fact that tomorrow there's more shit to do, or you haven't done enough this night. I'm just going to stay up a little longer and get it done. And then you move, and then, for example, let's say you're not in a relationship, you're out and about and people notice that aura around you. I'm not going to say vibe because vibe seems to have died, but aura, right? And anybody who's played video games knows what aura is. I don't even know where this term came from, but aura. Around you, the fact that, all right, this guy's, he's chasing something. And the interesting example, I've heard this story, I'm not sure where, maybe on a Joe Rogan podcast, I don't know. I heard the story where a dog that wakes up every single day chasing down the same enemies, like let's say it's a rabbit. The dog wakes up, it knows there's a rabbit that lives in the ground somewhere around. It has the best life because it wakes up every day knowing there's something waiting for it. It needs to defeat the enemy. And if you wake up, you're like, well, the rabbit's defeated. What the hell do I do? It's the worst feeling ever. And maybe some of you guys have noticed this. If you've achieved anything, or maybe a big goal that you've overcome, I know this in personally as well. Suddenly life feels empty for a while. You're just like, okay, I did it. Now what? Like, now what? This is it. I've been doing my entire life revolved around this one thing. Now what? It's done. And suddenly you go through this point of confusion. You don't really know, no clarity, ambiguity. And then you're like, I think I should pick up a new goal just because I think it makes me happier. And then you start realizing that, hey, maybe I should not even chase the results anymore because that's what I did back in the day. Because I noticed the results aren't what makes you happy. It's the actual process. Doing the thing is what's fun. Doing it every single day, as long as you like it. If it's not something you like, you're not going to do it, then it's not going to be enjoyable and you're wasting your time. But if you find something you like to do, just keep doing it. It's just so much more satisfying. And living this way, I think in general, just gives you that purpose. A lot of people are stuck asking themselves, this is very common online, like, what's the purpose? What's the meaning? This is like a first world problem. What do you mean, what's the purpose? I don't think people in third world countries that are trying to find food and put food on the table are asking themselves, what's my purpose today? What is the purpose of life? These people are like, no, I need food. My family's got to eat. I got to go to work. I got to hunt, whatever it is. And I've been to some of those countries, and that's exactly what they think. And here, in first world countries, I can say, at this point, I don't even know if I can consider Canada a first world country anymore. Very funny, but that's actually not so funny because I live here. And this existential problem of what is my purpose, dude, find something. I'm telling you, find something. It can be something so stupid. I've been going to the gym for so long now. I could say that I have lost purpose in the gym. I just work out to work out. But the interesting thing is, I decided, you know what? I want to make my wrists stronger. Wrists, who the fuck cares about that? I do. I just picked it because I think, you know what? That's something I've never worked on. I think it would be cool if I could just have a very strong grip. Why? Because I think it would be cool. It doesn't have to have a big reason. My reason is literally, I think it would be cool to have very veiny and like corded, ropey wrists. Why? Because I think it's cool. Boom. New goal. Now, every time I go to the gym, I have an extra goal to hit. That's it. Aside from certain weight goals, certain metrics, it is that simple. And anyone who is too smart for themselves or very intelligent, it's honestly detrimental sometimes, because you think, well, there's no point in that, there's no point in this, what is the point of anything? It doesn't need to have a big point. It just doesn't. Some people who are very simple-minded, you tell them one goal and they're like, I'm just doing it. Why? I don't even know why, I just do it. So, something to think about. Thanks for watching.